if you went in there and you put in something, okay, I'm going to start it today, it's due in 10 days, okay, day 1, day 10. That means that really that task specifically can be done at any time between the first day and the 10th day. It doesn't really matter if it's day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 10. We just know it has a hard due date of day 10. So that would just be like the majority of items that you start out with, due day 1, due day 2, due day 3, are probably situations like that. Like, you're going to begin working the contract, they need to be done as soon as possible, but no later than day 3 or whatever. Now, if it's something that's like you can't start it until a certain period in the contract, for example, like for Texas, option period is until day 7. So anything pertaining to option can't even start until day 7. Okay. So there would be no reason for me to say start day 1 because I can't do anything till day 7. So that would be one that would be start day 7. It also needs to be done as soon as possible. So we would say it's due day 7. So that would be due on a specific date. So that's kind of how we look at it. When you get kind of down in the contracts a little further on that list, there'll be a lot of stuff that says due day 45. It's just an average number because contracts close anywhere between 15 days, 45 days. Sometimes if it's new builds, even longer. And so average would be 30 days, right? So you could do, start day 30, due day 60, due day 45, whatever you want. You're just giving yourself a window because what happens when you drop that list, you're going to choose the execution date of the contract, and then all those dates are going to populate according to that execution date. So the goal is to get all the dates really close. Now, they're not going to be perfect because dates change with contracts and things like that. But the goal would be for everything to calculate from the effective date. So, 7 days after the effective date is when the option date task would show due. The other ones, that are due day 1 to due day 10 would say the start date is the execution date of the contract. 10 days later is when it needs to be done by. But you could potentially do that task at any time during those 10 days. So for Georgia, you would just look at each contract as you're building those checklists or go back in there and review them. Look at each task individually and think to yourself, okay, in the process of this contract, when does this have to be done? Okay, what is my hard due date? Okay, that's going to be your due date, day 1, day 14, day 7, whatever. Now, the first day, the start date, can I do it anytime before that? If not, don't do day 1. Do whatever day you can start it at. But if you can, I can do it at any time before day 14, start it at day 1. It doesn't really matter. It's just to keep you on track to make sure things are getting done within the time period that's allotted to you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.